Okay, today we'll do some more numericals on the chapter conservation of momentum and collisions. Some more questions will be. This is the question number 12 on page 273. Page 273, number 12. Question number 12. Question says a ballistic pendulum is a block. A ballistic BALLISTIC, a ballistic pendulum is a block of 3 kg mass, suspended from a thread, 2.5 meter long. A bullet of mass 9 gram, hits the block. Bullet of mass 9 gram hits the block and sticks to it, sticks to it. Comma, the result being that the block rises, such that the string now makes an angle of 18 degree with the vertical. Full stop. What is the speed of the bullet? That is the question. So let us do this question. I'll explain to you what does it say. It says that there is a pendulum, there is a block like this. The length of the string is given 2.5 meter long. This is 2.5 meter long. A bullet is coming like this. Bullet is coming and hitting this block. And after it hits the block, it sticks with the block. And result that the block will be moving this side. The block is coming here, such that the string makes the block comes here. The string makes 18 degree angle with the vertical. Together it moves. Let us take mass of the block as capital N and mass of the bullet mass is small n. We have to find the speed of the bullet at the time of hitting the block. That means, let us suppose the bullet's speed, the initial speed is u1. Here u2 is 0 because block was hanging, so u2 is 0. Let us write down the equation. First equation will come like this: m into u1 plus capital M into u2 is 0. Is equal to, we write here m plus n, common velocity is v, because after collisions the bullet is sticking with the block and moving together. What is the mass? We write this is 0. Mass of the bullet given the question is how many gram? 9 gram. So here we write 0.009 kg. u1 we don't know, we have to find. These two together will become, what is the mass of the block? Mass of the block is 3 kg plus 9 gram. That means 3.3 plus 0.009 into V. Here at 0.009 into U1 is equal to 3.009 into V. Mark this as equation 1. We have to find U1 value ultimately. Let us find the value of V. How to find the value of V? To find the value of V, will make the energy equal. Energy at this point and energy at this point will make equal. What energy will it have over here? It will have a kinetic energy at the lowest point that will change into the potential energy. We write like this. What kinetic energy is equal to potential energy. Kinetic energy formula will be writing half. Mass will be total mass half m v square. Potential energy formula will become m plus m g into height. This and this will cancel. V square value will become 2gh. V square is equal to 2g value you can take 10. What is the height? As I previously told you, what is the value of height coming in this situation? The value of height will come L bracket 1 minus cos theta. Cos theta is this angle. Theta is this angle. This is the value of theta. Then the angle is given here. Let us calculate V square. This is 20. Length is 2.5. 1 minus cos 18 degree. You can calculate this answer. Calculate this answer. Therefore, the value of the will be root of this. 1.57, 1.5738 meter per second. Therefore, from equation 1, on here on okay. So V square value we calculate using calculator. This part value will come 2.477 using calculator. The V value will come root of this. Answer will come 1.5738. The value V we are putting in equation 1 and find the value of U1. The answer will calculate. The answer is coming 520 meter per second approximately. That is answer coming. Okay, this question is solved. Now we are doing next question. Question number 13, 14 you have to do by your own. Now number 15 I am doing on. Question number 15, 1 5. Question number 15. Question number 15 says a small ball A, capital A, slides down the quadrant of a circle, slides down the quadrant of a circle as shown in figure and hits the ball B and hits the ball B, capital B, of equal mass which is initially at rest. Find the velocity of both the balls after collisions. Stop. Neglect friction and assume collision to be elastic the figure is also given for this question. So we are drawing the figure. There is a quadrant, one ball, there is another ball here, A and B. 1 meter, this is also 1 meter. So 10 centimeter, this is given 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter. Okay. The ball A is coming and hitting the ball B. Friction, this means smooth surface friction, no friction, frictionless. You have to find the velocity of both the balls after collision, after it hits. What type of collision is this? This is elastic collision. We know the fact when the ball size is equal, when they are having same size, equal size is mentioned there, or rather equal mass is mentioned, then what happens to their velocities? Velocities are interchanged. What is the velocity of this ball? That means second ball is at rest, u2 is 0. u2 is 0, that means the velocity of the ball A will become 0, that is for sure. v1 value will be equal to u2, then v1 value will become 0. And v2 value will be equal to u1. But what is the value of u1? We have to find that. u1 is the ball is coming and hitting it here. At that time of collision, what is the velocity? That velocity you have to find. So let us write on how to find the velocity of the ball A. Write on for the ball A. For the ball A, we write kinetic energy is equal to potential energy. We will make equal. Kinetic energy will be half mv square, half and u1 square will write here because velocity of this ball at the time of collision here. This velocity is u1. Potential energy formula is mgh. M and m cancel. u1 square is coming 2gh. u1 square 2g value you can take 10. Height is 10 centimeter, that is 0.1. u1 value will come root 2 meter per second. That means at the time of collision, what is the speed of the ball A? root 2. And what is the speed of the ball B? 0. Therefore, we write therefore v1 will be equal to u2 and u2 value 0 and v2 value will be equal to u1, that means root 2 meter per second. You can make a note here. Since in elastic collision, velocity of the bodies after collisions are interchanged. Velocities of the bodies are interchanged after collision. If they have equal mass. Since masses are equal, that's why the velocities are interchanged. Okay, now we'll be doing one more question on this chapter. The question is question number 16 of page number 274. Question number 16. Page 274. Okay, I'll explain to you the question. Question say a shell explodes. A shell, S-H-E-L-L. A shell explodes into three fragments of equal masses. If two fragments travel at right angle, to one another with equal speeds, comma, what is the direction and speed of the third fragment? What is the direction and the speed of the third fragment? Okay. Question says the shell explodes into three fragments. Before the explosion, what is the speed of the shell? So zero, because shell was at rest, now it's exploding. So initial momentum is zero. We like that. Initial momentum equal to zero. Therefore, final momentum also must be zero. Final momentum. That means you can write the momentum of all three fragments. Momentum of all three fragments also must be zero in order to conserve the momentum. Let us have the three fragments and make their momentum zero. How can we make? Question says the two fragments, all the fragments masses are equal. The two fragments are perpendicular to each other. So let us draw a diagram. One fragment is here, another fragment is here. These two fragments are perpendicular to each other like this. Let us take the mass of this fragment and mass of this. They are moving with the same velocity. The velocity of each fragment will take v, here also v. Their momentum value is mv, here also is mv. We have to find the direction and the speed of the third fragment. Third fragment must make the total final momentum zero. Okay. What is the momentum of this? I mean, resultant of these two are vector. No, resultant will find it will come here in between. Anywhere in between will come like this. What is the value? This is mv. This will also come mv. We'll use Pythagoras theorem and find the value of this one. So the value of this will r will come. Resultant this r squared will come mv squared plus mv squared. Pythagoras theorem we are using. When these two are equal, here you can write 2m squared v squared. Therefore, r value will become root 2 times of mv. The resultant value will come root 2 times of mv, and the angle will be exactly 45 degrees because these two are equal. This resultant, we are combining these two and getting the resultant here. This resultant we must make zero. How can we make the resultant zero? Third fragment must act exactly in the direction opposite to this, and the magnitude must be equal to this. Third fragment direction must be like this, and it must be equal in value of this. This must be equal and opposite. Then the net momentum will become zero. So third fragment mass is m. Let us suppose the velocity of the third fragment is x. And what direction does it act? Let us take the direction. What is the direction? This entire thing is a straight line. This is 45 degrees. This will be how many degree? Then 135 degree. Direction we know 135 degree. Now we like for conserving momentum, m into x must be equal to root 2 times of mv. M and n cancel. X value must come root 2 times of v at 135 degree with the horizontal direction. That is the answer for this question. We have one more question, similar type from the example note, and that is example 16-1 from page number 262. Page number 262. Next question is from page number 262. Example 16-1. This question is somewhat similar to this one which I did just now. The question says a bomb of mass 6 kg, a bomb of mass 6 kg which is at rest. A bomb of mass 6 kg which is at rest explodes into three fragments. Explodes into three fragments having mass in the ratio of of 1:1:2, 1:1:2. Stop. Two fragments of equal masses are found to move. Two fragments of equal masses are found to move with a speed of 1 meter per second. 1 meter per second. Each in mutually perpendicular directions. Find A, first part. Find A, the direction and speed of the third fragment. The direction and speed of the third fragment. And second part B, the total kinetic energy released during explosion. So we will be doing this problem in the same manner. Initial momentum 0, final momentum of all three fragments must be 0 in order to conserve the momentum. Okay, what are the masses? We will check now. Total mass is how much? Total mass capital M is given 6 kg. And masses are divided in the ratio how much? 1:2. Let us find the value of M1, mass number 1. What is the mass? First mass value will come 1 out of sum of the ratio 1 plus 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1 plus 2 into 6. 6/4, the answer is 1.5 kg. M2 will also come same, 1.5 kg, and M3 will come 3 kg. 1.5 plus 1.5, 3, then remaining is 3 kg. We are dividing in the ratio, sum of the ratio. Let us draw the diagram. This one. Two fragments are perpendicular of equal masses. Masses M1 and M2 are here. That means 1.5 and the velocity is 1. So answer will come 1.5 kg meter per second. Here also will come 1.5 kg meter per second. Momentum value 90 degree. Resultant of these two will come here. R. The value of R will come √2 times of this value. √2 times of 1.5 kg meter per second, and the angle will become exactly 45 degree. Third fragment must be exactly like this, opposite. That is, this angle will come 135 degree. And what is the mass of the third fragment? 3 kg. There is 3, and velocity or speed of this is x or there. We write 3. Mass is different here. We write 3x. Therefore, we write as 3x is equal to √2 into 1.5. 1.5, 3 will go, so x is coming √2/2. The answer will come 1/√2. Divide and find the answer will come 0.707 meter per second. This is the speed of the third fragment. And at what angle? 135 degree. At 135 degree with horizontal. This is the answer for the part A. We have solved the subsection A, subdivision A. Now B, second part. We have to find the kinetic energy after explosion, right? B, second part. Kinetic energy with total kinetic energy. Then will come half m1 u1 square or half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square plus half m3 v3 square. All kinetic energy will be adding. Let us write down the value half. What is the mass number 1? 1.5. What is the speed? 1. So write 1 square. This is same half into 1.5 into 1 square. Half into mass is 3 and the speed we found 0.07. Instead of that, write 1/√2. 1/√2 square. Now we will find the answer. It will come 1.5/2. 1.5/2. This is coming 1.5/2. 3/2 is 1.5, √2 square is 2, and we will find answer 4.5/2, 2.25 joule. 2.25 joule is the kinetic energy released after explosion. So that is the answer for this question. With this numericals, this chapter is over. So next day we will start new chapter, circular motion. Thank you very much.